Hello and welcome to Journeyman Photography. This is my short review on the Nikon 70-210 f4 to 5.6D. The D on this basically is because the lens tells the camera the distance from the subject to the lens, so it helps it focus better. And actually there is a version of this which isn't the D version. The D version, which is what this is, little D on the side there, basically the D version focuses a lot faster as well. It's a lot faster focus than the non-D lens, so that's something to bear in mind when you see one, if you want to buy one. These lenses, very cheap. I can't remember exactly how much I paid for them, but I didn't pay a lot. I think it was like under £100 or something I paid for mine. I think it was about £90, something like that. But you can get these. I was just looking today and I've seen them on sites, you know, eBay sites, places like that, for like between 80 and 130. Absolute bargain, absolute steal. Definitely recommend getting one. I've used this for quite a few weddings actually. I've used this during the service for times when, you know, obviously the priest, the vicar, the registrar doesn't mind us using a bit of flash. I'd rather use this than the big lens, you know, like the 70-200 lens. You know, they're a huge monster, which I've got here. And that's me tapping on 70-200. Beautiful lens as well. I mean, it's a stonking lens, really good lens. And I've got a review on me channel for that as well. If you wanted to read that, I can put a link in the description if you like. But it is a really good lens. It's really good. I'm not knocking that lens, and it is really good. But as you can see, the size, there's a massive difference. I mean, that's just got the hood stuck on the top there. But you know, as you can see there, it's a huge difference and a lot of weight and a lot of expense. I got this cheap and I paid about £800 for it. Brand new, of course, but I got that and it's mint. I mean, it's basically a brand new lens, that, and I got that as I say for about £90, so it's a massive difference. And they basically like do the same job, really. They basically do the same thing. You know, that goes up to 200mm, that goes up to 210. The biggest difference you're paying for, really, and the reason we pay more money for this one is because it's much better in low light. It's f2.8, so basically, you know, you can use that in a church or a hotel if you're taking wedding photographs or any other type of photography for that matter, and it'll be great in low light. You know, you don't have to use flash and such like. With this one, it's a little bit slower lens, so it's not so good in low light. But if you can use flash, or if you're using it outdoors, anything like that, you know, if you don't need that low light capabilities, then absolute stonker of a lens, and you kind of go really wrong for it. I use it, like, say, even now I still use it loads of times. You know, and rather than grabbing this huge thing, which is again great lens, but if I don't want to use that, I just grab my small one. I just grab the Nikon to 210, this one here, and it works absolutely brilliantly. I'll just put it on my camera and I'll show you the focus speed as well, because it's extremely fast focus on this little lens. Well, I keep saying little, but you know, medium sized lens. It's not exactly tiny, but it's not big neither. Just bear with us, and I'll just stick this in here. And this cap off. As you can see there, that's pretty fast. I mean, this is in low light in here, and I've got no memory card in, so my camera's not happy because I've got no memory card. But it's fast. It's fast. It's a fast focusing lens. That it's not picking this because I'm not focusing on anything. And it keeps complaining because I've got no memory card in. But it's a very fast lens, very fast focusing. I've never had any problems with this at all when I've been doing weddings with it. And I've done quite a few wedding shots. And I'll put a few photographs on to show you, which I've used this for weddings during the service. And yeah, I kind of fault it. You know, it's a really good lens, really good value for money. But basically, this lens as well is one of the beauties of it is metal construction, so it's a really solid, strong lens as well. You know, you're getting a lot of value for your money. You know, some lenses these days are very plasticky and pretty rubbish. But if you want a lens with a decent reach, you know, got a little bit of zoom there. It's got 70-210, and it'll focus fairly close this as well. It's not a bad focusing lens for distance wise. And if you want something like that, get a lens like this. You don't need to go straight for the huge monster lenses like I've just shown you there, the 70 to 200s. Of course they have their place, you know, they're really good lenses, but if you don't want to spend that huge amount of money, that big investment, and you just want a lens that's gonna you know, actually I had a case where I had one of my lenses broke. It was this, I had a Nikon 80 to 200, good lens, push-pull lens, and that broke during one of the when I was using it. So this was me fallback straight away. Took that off, put this on, and I did the rest of the service with this lens. And as I say, I still use it now, and it's certainly recommended. Certainly a good lens. I can't really fault it. Can't say anything bad about it. Obviously, the low light capability is not brilliant. You know, if you want something that's going to be brilliant in the low light, then you want to go for obviously the faster lenses like the 70 to 200. But if you want an all-round lens that's going to work, it's going to do the job, it's a good workhorse. You know, it's not going to go really wrong. I mean, I've had this for years now. It's been bashed around in my camera bag during weddings, you know, wedding ceremonies, and falling out on the floor and things like that. Unfortunately, these things happen, and it's still going strong. It's still absolutely brilliant. Still works really well, and it does focus really well. A little demonstration. It wasn't working so well because the camera kept complaining it's got a memory card in. So, but it does. It works absolutely fantastically. I'll try that again with the focus in, so I can prove that it does actually. Pick some of the actual focus on. As you can see there, I mean you can see that it's focusing absolutely fine, absolutely fine. I find it a bit like the subject, so go from there over to the other side of the room. As you can see, fast, you know. Even I just need to pick a subject rather than just trying to randomly focus on a blank wall over there. So yeah, so if we go from there into the end of the room, you can see it's fast and sharp as well. As I see, I'll see the photographs that I put up there, the sample photographs. Very, very sharp lens. No problems. I definitely recommend it. Have a look on eBay, but make sure you get the D version, because I say the D version, it just tells the camera the distance, you know, so it's going to meet the subject better. It's going to be more accurate with the metering, and more importantly, I think really is the speed. The D version is a lot faster than the non-D version, so it's definitely worth looking out for. Grab yourself one. Really good lens. You're not regret it, even if you just keep it as a backup lens. You know, so if your main lens, if you want to use your fast 70 to 200 all the time, and something happens to it, like it happened to me. You've still got your backup lens, you know, you've still got a lens you can just grab and stick on your camera, and for like say 90 quid or something, you're just not going to go wrong. You're really not. Okay, thanks for watching. This is John in Photography. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll pop a few more videos up. Thank you very much. Bye bye.